Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Hope everybody has a good day today, and I'm excited to see you guys back for another video on my Meet My OC series. Now, unfortunately, the start of my year wasn't the best, so prayers are greatly appreciated. Please and thank you. And as promised, after this third part, I'm going to be focusing on posting more stuff on my OCs in terms of like funny memes, shorts, or story snippets, and of course the Q&A video. So here we go. Fariah is a lively and resilient girl with a mysterious power that she refuses to use due to an undisclosed information at the moment. However, she does use a spear in combat. She ran away from home after her parents died and was found by another character named Obed, who became a mentor/big brother for her. She loves to dance to all kinds of pop music, which she often does with Sashi, watch K-dramas while snacking, and dumps all her deepest thoughts on cute pastel notebooks. Although she's not interested in any romantic thing, she makes an exception when it comes to fictional crushes. One of her guilty pleasure movies is the Twilight movie. She's Filipina and trying to learn her native tongue Tagalog, and she's 19 and her favorite colors are lavender, baby blue, and pitch pink. Her favorite drinks are milk teas and sodas, and her favorite animals are cats, especially the fluffy ones. She's my very girly OC, the one that I project all cute things onto, whether it be clothing, fashion, music, all kinds of things like that. She's that kind of character for me. I love living vicariously through her with all the sparkly pink things that I like as well. So yeah, she's definitely changed from when I first made her. She went through a very dramatic changes in her design. I mean, I'm not sure, maybe I'll post a picture about it, but if I do, here you go.
Brother, what's that?
And you know, her and Sashi do a lot of shenanigans together, actually. I see them definitely as brother sister because I feel like they're just the kind of, you know, friends that go make videos and go pull pranks on some of the other characters as well, and they just have a lot of fun together. I really like that dynamic for them. I definitely see them, you know, always like maybe if they have TikTok or something, right, making those little videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely see them having that brother-sister dynamic a lot. I like them together. I always picture them dancing or doing something fun, you know, stuff like that. Although her personality is very bubbly, very, you know, outgoing like that, she does have her really deep thoughts and really deep, you know, secrets that she keeps close to her heart. But of course, eventually in the story, they do come out, and, you know, that plays a big part in her story arc as well. And like I said, I don't want to go into too much into detail about that, but yeah, so she's my I always call her my very girly OC. I do have other girl OCs aside from, of course, the villainess. But yeah, she's definitely the girliest one. Now for Obed, he is the first person you go to for healing and cooking recipes. He has a very gentle attitude, but he is brutal in combat. He also ran away from home because of some family drama and then some meeting, like I said, with Fariah. But yeah, there's that. A series of events led him to making a deal with a Shadim, which he later regrets, but causes him to be marked as a future servant for Casimir. So that's kind of a little bit about the story that we come to know in the beginning when they all kind of meet up and, you know, talk about this stuff. He's American with German ancestry and 20. He's a huge gamer, especially shooters. He loves EDM music, sci-fi and dystopian movies. His favorite drinks are energy drinks and Vietnamese coffee, and his favorite animals are sharks and reptiles. If his situation was more ideal, he would have gone to culinary school because he loves cooking for others and teaching others of the power of healing through food. Although I'm not sure how that applies to drinks because the kind of drinks he has are not that healthy. Anyways, he's the designated driver of the group and driving them around in his RV, but he ends up hating it eventually because sometimes when they leave early in the morning, he's not a morning person, let's just say. So he gets very grumpy. He may also appear withdrawn at first, but he's always listening and observing. He is also the designated healer of the group, so he's always patching up injuries, scratches, things that are not necessarily emergencies. And fun fact, his goal is to actually have his whole back and arms tattooed eventually. I'm not sure exactly what kind of tattoos he would get yet. Maybe, for sure, I think one of the sharks sent over some kind of, maybe like a chameleon, something like that, some type of reptile. But anything else, I'm not entirely sure yet. He also went through quite a bit of changes. At first, I didn't really know what to do with him in terms of, I think he took me the longest to make the personality and the interest for, because at first I imagined him as this very gentle person, or a very chill person, and he is, but he was kind of plain, unfortunately. So he took me, I think, the most years, the most work to kind of come up with a better scope of who he was, because while I have his backstory pretty clear of what happened to him and things like that, again, it was more about that personality that hadn't come through necessarily, and also the design itself, because I didn't want somebody who was very plain looking, to be honest. He used to be more of just actually in earlier designs, if I bring him up, so you can see here, in earlier designs he had just like a plain white collar shirt, or even sometimes a vest, so he looked a little bit nerdy. Maybe his hair was also very different, but yeah, I recently, it was actually more recently, I kind of found his aesthetic. I think it's called cyber syllogism. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, or if I'm getting the aesthetic wrong, but I kind of was drawn to that more, and I thought that it fit him so much more in my mind, and I was like, yeah, that's it, that's his aesthetic, that's what he's gonna look like, or stuff like that. Like I said, it took me quite a while, but I was very happy. I think I'm more happy with what he looks like now, and even with Fariah as well, because like I said, she went through a very dramatic change. At first, I mean, this is kind of weird, but at first she was supposed to be a cheerleader of sorts, and I have no idea why I made that, because to be honest, not that she couldn't be, but I can't see her doing that now. But I think it would be more for fun than it would be as a serious thing. I think that's what it really is. The fact that maybe not so much the people as it is that she doesn't want to perform for like some type of routine. She just wants to be more like freely doing it and for fun, right? So these two are the last two main OCs I have. All my other ones are more side characters, or characters I don't necessarily want to share right now, or even have really fleshed out even enough. But these have been with me for 7+ years, I think, now. So they have definitely had their moments from how they started to what they are now. As you can see, even in my first video, I showed that picture of Sasha, which felt so embarrassing. But yeah, like I said, this story is very near and dear to my heart, and just having these characters finally be what I picture them to be, and be able to say, yeah, that's who they are, that's who they are. I really enjoy that, seeing that to life. I can't wait to share more of them with you guys, because honestly, like I've been getting into making a little bit of memes, like I said, and other stuff, other drawings of just their moments, right? Not just like a still illustration, but maybe more like everyday moments, or like scenes in my head, stuff like that. But yeah, I can't wait to show more of that, so stick around for that, and also to see them grow even as of now, because I feel like they still haven't finished growing. But yeah, we'll see how much they also grow in your heart as much as they did in mine. And thank you so much, guys, for watching, for all the support. And again, I'll be making the announcement about the Q&A probably in a smaller video or post, but if you guys want to already ask questions, you're more than welcome to put them in the comments. So yeah, go ahead and any question you may have about them, or things that you may want to even more about them, stuff like that. But I feel like that may come also later, as the more I post about them with the shorts, or like I said, little funny things. I did make an Instagram, although I'm not sure if I'll be posting certain things there. I mean, I might just post the funny stuff, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and God bless you.